Hello and welcome to Greetingstar. I'm so glad you could join me today. So here's a look at the project that I'm going to be making for you today, and stay tuned because in a day or two I'll have this other beautiful pink one. Now these two beautiful dies come from Spellbinders, and the one I'm going to be using today is called the Half Slimline Diamond Etched dies, and it's from the Layered Fleur Bouquet Slimlines collection by Becca Feeken. Fleur is French for flower, by the way. And so I'm going to be using this die with some dark purple and light purple cardstock. I'm going to cut the light purple at 7 inches. I'm trimming it down to 7 inches, and then I'm going to score it at 3.5. So I'm creating my slimline card base, and using my scoring blade there, and then I'll go ahead and just fold it, and that will be my card base. Now for die purple, I'm just going to cut it at 5.5 because I'm going to use that to cut the dies with. So I'm using my smaller die cutting machine, guys, the Platinum 6, because I would recommend using the large one if you have it, the 8.5. If you don't, this will work. You can see it does fit. It's just a tight fit. So I think it's probably easier to use the big one, but the reason I didn't use the big one, two reasons. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but number two, really the main reason is just because my plates were warped and I couldn't get a good cut. So I need to get some new larger plates for that larger machine. So if you don't have a larger machine, again, you can use this. You can see it did work, but I think that the larger one just be easier to use. Okay, so after I get all these pieces out, I love this little tool. This tool that I'm using is called a Tool-in-One, and it helps you get all those little pieces out, which I love. Makes it so much easier. And then once I have all those out, I'll cut it again from the other, the remainder of what was left of that purple piece of paper, and then I'll be ready to put them on my card base. And I like using the dark purple and the light purple together. I think it's really pretty, and you could certainly just leave it like that, but I'm also going to add some gold vellum. You'll see that in just a moment. So here I am just cutting it out again, and you didn't really need to see that, but there are also some words that come with this die. It says plant joy, so I'm going to cut it out of purple and black because I want to create sort of like a shadow on the back of the word. And I apologize, guys, because my video for some reason cut out. It didn't work, so you're not going to get to see me adhere the words together. But here is the gold vellum that I was talking about, and I'm just going to use my die cutting machine again with that outside die, the outline die, to cut it out. I don't know what those are called, but a cutout die. But anyway, I'm just going to use that to go through my machine, and that will give me my background for those beautiful upper layer there, that beautiful Fleur design. So I'm going to go ahead and use some Tombow Mono to adhere all of this down, and I'm just going around the edges of this. I'm sticking closely to the edges because I don't want to have the glue show. And once I put the purple layer on top, you won't be able to see that glue through it at all. Vellum is very transparent, in case you weren't aware, so if you put glue on the back of it, it will show through. But again, you won't be able to see it because this purple piece will cover that up. So I wasn't very careful, guys, and you can see that I didn't get it all the way to the edge on the left there. So then when I go to add this one, you can see it's going to overlap in the center, which was my fault. So you know, just be careful when you're doing this and pay closer attention than I did if you really care. Otherwise it doesn't matter because you can just trim it down and no one will be the wiser. They won't know that it wasn't designed to do that. So it just overlaps, and I think that looks fine too. So I'm going to go ahead again and adhere the second one. And I think this color combination is really pretty. I really like it a lot. This can be used for Easter too, guys. The Easter is tomorrow, so happy Easter. And I just am hoping that I will be able to get all of these videos out on time because I need to do that. But anyway, so here's the word plant joy, and for some reason you can see there my video camera went crazy, So I just didn't get to film putting those words together with that shadow on the back of it. But this dice, these beautiful flower dies come from the card kit of the month called Art School, and I don't remember what month it was. I did show you the little piece of paper that comes in there, so you can look at that if you want to. Just slow the video down and back up, and you can read it, but I'll also leave it down below for you in the description. So now I'm just cutting out these flowers. I'm going to cut out 9 of them to put on the front of my card. I think that adding those flowers are a really nice touch, but you could certainly use anything you wanted to. If you wanted to use hearts or stars, just any kind of die cut shape that you want to use on the front of the card, you could certainly do that. Or you could leave it just the way it is. That's very pretty too. And now that I've got the flowers cut out, I'm going to take some yellow paper to cut out the centers, and that die came in that card kit of the month as well. And you can buy those card kits of the month. This one, Art School, is still available. It's on sale right now for $38.50, and that's a good buy. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just adhere the yellow centers to all of these flowers. I'm going to use a piece of scratch paper to protect my mat. It's late. I'm working late tonight, guys, to try to get this done. And I love paper flowers. Paper flowers are so wonderful. Real flowers are wonderful too, but I have allergies, so I tend to enjoy the paper ones more. So anyway, here I go, trying to get all this down and kind of mumbling here. But I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that notification bell for future notifications of future videos. And once I get all this done, I'll put it on my card and we'll see how lovely it looks. I think they're very pretty. So as I said, it is late at night here, and I can hear the hoot owls hooting outside my window. So anyway, I don't hear them very often, but every once in a while I do. And they're going crazy tonight. So anyway, I'm putting these flowers where I think that they look pretty. And I think I change it once I get my glue out. I move them around a little bit, trying to decide which ones I like where. And I'm trying to balance them out a little bit all over the card. This little tool is really, really cool. This is, I think they call it a katana. It's a really cool little tool to help you place those small pieces. Alrighty, so I'm just using my adhesive eraser to get rid of some of that adhesive that strayed outside of the where it should be. So that's a look at the finished card, guys. I hope you had fun. I hope it encouraged you to create something of your own. Go take a look over at Spellbinders and see what they got in this beautiful layered Fleur Bouquet Slimline collection. And have a wonderful day. Happy Easter. Bye-bye.